my planet, there's a legend about people like you. It's called Footloose. And in it, a great hero named Kevin Bacon. He teaches an entire city full of people with sticks up their butts that dancing, well, it's the greatest thing there is.
Who put the sticks up their butts?
What? No, that's just a...
That is cruel.
Just a phrase.
Guardians of the Galaxy is an example we can study for how to achieve creative success in the big blockbuster format. A good mix of action and comedy are par for the course. And crucially, the comedy here really works.
That's a fake laugh.
It's real!
The soundtrack is not only highly fun, but also interacts with the story and helps create the movie's own audiovisual language. But the key ingredient in Guardians is the characters.
Hey, you know what? There's another name you might know me by.
Star-Lord.
Who?
Star-Lord, man. Legendary outlaw.
Guys, move!
Now forget this.
While the Marvel name drew viewers in, love for the characters is what keeps audiences coming back for more. So let's look closer at the elements that made the comedic space epic and its kooky cast of misfits so successful, both financially and artistically.
Your ship is filthy.
Oh, she has no idea. If I had a black light, the place would look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
You got issues, Quill.
Lips as sweet as candy. Its taste is on my mind.
Rumors have circulated about Marvel Studios' strict creative control over directors to ensure adherence to their formula and continuity between films. But director James Gunn said he was granted a great deal of creative freedom for Guardians. This leniency could be due to Guardians taking place almost completely off of Earth, largely disconnected from the Avengers saga and without the boundaries of a pre-established world heavily protected by the franchise. Gunn and his team could create the look and feel of an immersive universe almost from scratch, from the props and set design to the look of the alien species. Marvel broke its own mold with Guardians by doing something literally out of this world. The film's not only set in outer space, but features a swashbuckling space pirate, a green-skinned assassin, a muscle-bound, tattooed warrior who doesn't get metaphors.
His people are completely literal. Metaphors are gonna go over his head.
Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too fast.
A gun-toting raccoon with anger issues, and a monosyllabic sentient tree.
I am Groot!
While an adapted film doesn't need to include all the original characters or adhere to the same plot, any adaptation worth its salt must capture the spirit of the original work, the thing that drew people to it in the first place. The source materials for Guardians were some of the most highly regarded comics to come from Marvel in the last decade. Most of the characters were created in the 70s, with Groot's first appearance dating back to 1960. But it wasn't until 2008 that these previously disparate characters joined together as a team, first uniting to stop a cosmic threat in the event series Annihilation Conquest, and then in the pages of their own series. The screen version draws out the key elements of that source material: the high-flying space adventure, the strong sense of humor, and the vibrant cast of characters. Most importantly, the film preserves the heart of the series, which lies in the human relationships between a family of decidedly non-human misfit protagonists.
We are Groot.
Hey, that's mine. You son of a... Hey, take those headphones off right now!
From the Ooga Chaka of the very first trailer, it was clear that music would set the tone for the film.
This one shows spirit. She'll make a keen ally in the battle against Ronan. Companion, what were you retrieving? You're an imbecile.
Short-lived rock band Blue Suede's 1974 hit Hooked on a Feeling became the movie's anthem, defining its upbeat, tongue-in-cheek personality. Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Volume 1, consisting of songs from the late 60s and 70s, sold more than 2.5 million copies worldwide in 2014, became a platinum album in 2015, and was the first soundtrack featuring only previously released songs to top the Billboard 200. But the soundtrack also plays a number of important roles within the movie itself. Awesome Mix is so integral to the film, it might as well be considered the sixth Guardian of the Galaxy. First, it connects the audience to the plot and to Star-Lord himself. Unlike most soundtracks, Awesome Mix Volume 1 exists within the film's narrative, and many of the songs play as diegetic sound, which is sound that the characters within the movie can also hear. Every song we hear holds special meaning for Peter, so we're also relating to his specific emotional context for the music. The use of 60s and 70s songs places us in the past, while the visual cues and unfamiliar alien environments suggest the future. This juxtaposition of past and future is always present in the pull between music and surroundings, making us unusually aware of the soundtrack and creating a distinct cinematic texture. The costumes and props, like the Walkman, also add a retro 80s vibe. And unlike other Marvel movies that typically present a muted color palette, Guardians bursts with colors that both capture what a comic book really looks like and make us think of 80s vibrancy. This contrast between nostalgic and futuristic also grounds the otherworldly story in relatable human experience. The songs emphasize emotional beats, helping us to connect personally and suspend disbelief.
Galaxy's largest collection of fauna, relics, and species of all manner.
The screenplay by Gunn and Nicole Perlman uses self-referential jokes to playfully make fun of the superhero genre and blockbuster movie, and this was before Deadpool.
So this orb has a real shiny blue suitcase, Ark of the Covenant, Maltese Falcon sort of vibe.
With the shout-out to some of cinema's most famous MacGuffins, Quill's words in the film cleverly acknowledge the cinematic world in which they're existing. It's also key that these are oddball misfits and not perfect superheroes. The film arguably helped establish the current zeitgeist of countering the plethora of heroes out there towering above us with something more relatable instead of aspirational. Audiences feel that if these guys could do it, we too could rise to the occasion and do something heroic.
You have the bearing of a man of honor.
Well, I wouldn't say that. People say it about me all the time, but it's not something I would ever say about myself.
But in other ways, it hits the notes of a classic superhero story, most strikingly in its focus on what heroism should really be about, but some other franchises forget, and that's saving innocent lives. The film really succeeds because even the non-human characters are more relatable and imbued with more humanity than the majority of actually human characters we're used to seeing in both blockbusters and science fiction films. Gunn achieved this by giving each character three things: a unique voice.
I live for the simple things, like how much this is gonna hurt.
Yeah, right, little man.
At least a hint of a backstory.
He killed my family. I shall kill one of his in return.
And an emotional arc.
But I couldn't let you die.
And all of the characters share one key thing that we can relate to. They're searching for family. With so much to cover, Gunn doesn't overcomplicate the plot or overload on backstory, minimizing the exposition to show, not tell us, who these characters are. He uses interactions to reveal character, which also gives the audience time to get to know and like the Guardians.
He thinks I'm some stupid thing, he does! Well, I didn't ask to get made! I didn't ask to be torn apart and put back together over and over and turned into some little monster!
And while we're enjoying the multidimensional personalities and idiosyncrasies, the common theme of the search for belonging delivers a unified emotional punch. Altogether, that depth, comedy, and heart shows us how a movie can deliver everything we want from a blockbuster while going beyond our expectations.
What should we do next? Something good? Something bad? Bit of both?
We'll follow your lead. Star-Lord?
Bit of both.